social network analysis, which will discuss about the basics of graph theory. Okay, what is link analysis? What are all the basic concepts that you need to know about a graph? Okay, and some of the applications we will see. Okay, we will try to cover some introduction part of this module 4 for today's class. Okay. So this is going to be the outline of this module 4. Okay. So here in today's class, we will discuss the outline of what is graph theory, what is the application of it, how social network analysis can become a part of this link analysis. Okay. So basically, how many of you are using social network and a social network? If I ask this question, 100% everyone is having a smartphone. Okay, everyone is using social networking sites you're visiting, and you have been a user of social network. Can anyone tell me? Can you tell me some of the social networks that you have been a part of? Can anyone tell me? I need minimum 5 answers. Then will I go for the next slide.
Instagram, Facebook, Reddit,
Yes, Instagram, Facebook. Yes, two.
LinkedIn.
I got one. One person has unmuted. I want minimum 5. People should unmute
Twitter,
and yes, Twitter. Very good.
LinkedIn,
Okay, LinkedIn. So you also told two websites. Okay. Some other person. I need another 3 person to come up with some answers.
Discord.
Okay. I don't get you.
Discord, ma'am.
Okay. Then I need another 2 answers from 2 people. Dear students, unmute
Link
and tell me.
connections, landline connections.
Okay, yes, landline connection. That is also a form of connection. Okay, then
Telegram.
you will network with people. Yes, Telegram.
ma'am, Slack
Yes.
channel,
Slack. Okay, Slack channels. All the mode of communication that will help you to connect with the people. Okay, excuse me. Okay. So these are all some of the social networking sites where you're being holding some user account and you're making use of it. Can anyone tell me what is the concept of social networking? What is the basic idea behind this social network? Any uh, any inference that you got from social network? Anything relevant to it? You're making friends, you're communicating with them, you're talking with a group, you're talking with an individual. Okay. So what is happening in social network analysis? Sorry, social network. Yes, can you tell? Yes. So there are several types of social network. It depends on. I could understand why you're being muted or mute. I can understand because you are seeing the social network as an individual. You are having some group of people. You have some friends who follows you, or you follow some people, and you will be following some celebrities. You will be tweeting about them. You will post about them. You will forward their some status that they have, or you will share some post. So there are several aspects where you are being as an individual who is being a part of a social network activity. Okay. So initially, the social network activity, okay, was introduced in an online mode. In an online mode. There were several small websites have been created so that people can get into it and they can uh, they can establish a relationship, okay, as a social entity, as a group or individual, and they will communicate with each other, okay. So the basic idea behind the social network is, in order to make a establish a relationship, okay. That means in the way it can be a friendship, it can be any form of some professional network like LinkedIn. Okay, LinkedIn is a professional network, whereas Facebook is a personal communicating network. Okay, so in this type of relationship that established between several social entities, okay, between an organization, okay, for example, VAT is going to be an organization. I have some Bits Pilani, that is going to be another organization. If there is a link between VAT and BITS, it means that there is a well established relation between these two nodes. If you want to do some analysis on this group or individual, okay, who have been a part of a social networking site, okay, try to understand if you're doing some analysis over the link that they have, that means the relationship that they have, okay. So I can say VAT is having a form of connection with Bits Pilani, okay, over some international for some international for some international relations. Okay, they have some sort of relationship. Okay, so if you're doing some analysis over an individual or group of social entities, that is called as social network analysis. Okay, so you're going to formulate some of the issues that are being underlying on the social network, and you're going to identify some patterns, some hidden patterns, okay. Or if you want to identify some form of relations that do exist, relationships that do exist, that means some connectivity that exists between the people, okay. Or otherwise I want to analyze all the links which are being introduced between one node and another node or several group of node, okay. So that is called as social network analysis. The basic field that the social network analysis will have its origin is network analysis and graph theory. This is very broad area. We are not going to get into the entire network analysis or graph analysis. We are just going to we are going to focus only on social network analysis with some basics that we have with network and graph theory. Okay. So what is a network analysis? So if you are going to look into the structure of the network that we do have, for example, even in our labs, we had some page ranking algorithm, right? I have several nodes which have been having, and these nodes are being connected over here. Now, this network structure I'm going to analyze, which is the best node, which is the node which doesn't have a maximum number of out degrees. Okay, if this is going to be some directed nodes. Okay, if you're not going to look into the network structure, then it is called as network analysis. In the other hand, if you're going to convert your network into into a mathematical graph, and if you're going to represent and analyze over the graph, then it is called as a graph. Then it will come under the concept of graph theory field. So social network analysis is going to have three interdisciplinary. One is social science. Social science means that there will be actors. Okay, actors means the nodes. A is a node, B is a node. Okay, they have a connectivity. C is a node which has a connectivity. D is a node which has a connectivity. D has a connectivity with A. Okay, so actors, okay, and then connectivity, okay, and then there will be some social relevant concepts, okay. Egocentric, if you're going to analyze some individual person, then it is called as egocentric. Then community direction, we are going to identify some group of people who have similar interests, likes and dislikes. Some of the students in this class may like some particular celebrity, whereas other group of people like some other celebrity. Okay, so you are being deferred by that particular celebrity, and I can divide this particular class into two different community who likes celebrity A and another group who likes celebrity B. Okay, so this type of social, for example, you one group of people in this class like a political party A, and another group of people like political party B. Okay, I have one group of people who like a particular team in IPL, and another group like some other team in the IPL. So this type of social relevant of grouping the people, categorizing the people. Okay, that concept is called as social plus network plus graph theory, which is going to be called as SNA, that is social network analysis. So we are going to see some of the basics of this, and we'll wind up the class for today. Okay. So what is the basic definition of a social network? We are going to consider either an individual or a group of social entity which has this background, okay, which has G of actors and ties. What is actors and ties? We will just represent in another way. Graph of V comma E. What is V actually? V is a vertex. So every vertex is going to be the actor. Okay. Maria is being a friend with Daniela. Daniela is being friend with Joy. This Joy is having a mutual friendship with Anna, and Anna with Maria, and Maria to Diego. So I have several actors, and ties is nothing but the connectivity or the link or the edge that we represent in a graph. Okay, so social network is nothing but the same as a graph, but instead of representing it as a vertices, we will represent each user, the account that you have in Facebook, right? You are Maria, okay? You have been friend with Dania. Dania has been friend with Joy. Joy is friend with Diego. You are friend with Diego. So this Joy is going to be a common friend between you and Diego. That is this Joy is going to be the common friend between Daniela and Diego, where these two people are mutual friends for you. Okay, so this type of representing and defining yeah, actor and tie. What is tie actually? Ties is nothing but connection. That is Maria to Dania. There exists a relation. Dania to Maria. So mutually they are being in a friendship level. So that is called as friendship ties. So who are all the actors? These are all the actors, and these are all the ties that we have. Ties in the sense the edges or the connectivity, okay, that do we have between the actors. Okay, so from this graph, okay, from this graph, if we can do some analysis to find out who is the person who has the maximum number of connections in the graph. Okay, can you tell for Maria how many friends are there for Maria? Can anyone tell me? Is for Maria, how many people are being friends? Yes. Well, you just forget about this arrow marks. We will discuss about this directed graph later. How many people Maria has been in friend with? One, two, three. So obviously she has three connections. Okay. Daniela, she have two. Okay. And then Joy, one, two, three. We have three. Okay. And then Anna, she have two. And then Diego, he have two. Okay. So in this particular graph, can I, if I ask you a question, okay, which person in the network is having the highest connectivity? Okay. If I ask this question, what will be your answer? Your analysis will look into the degree. Degree means the number of connections a particular node do have in the given social network. What is the degree? This is the highest. This is the highest. So I will say Maria and Anna. Okay, Maria and who is the other person? Joy. Okay, sorry, Maria and Joy. Okay, these are the two persons who have the maximum degree, maximum connections. One, two, three, one, two, three. Anyhow, whether it is an in degree or out degree is our next uh, uh, next case which we are going to consider. in spite of directed or directed, we are going to consider this as a undirected graph, and this is how we can say Maria and Joey have the maximum connections. So if I have to spread a news, or if I have to forward some message that has this is going to be some network with only 5 people. What happen if my network is going to be 500? No, 500 people are there in the network. In such cases, how a news or a message can be spread in the entire network? Can anyone tell me? I have some 100 actors in my network. Okay, I have to choose a node. Okay, to send the message and spread the message so that that node will spread to all other nodes in the network. Okay, as many maximum number of nodes it has to spread. So at such situations, okay, you want to determine a node which can spread as many maximum number of nodes which it has been connected to spread a particular message M, okay, that covers and reaches all the network, all the nodes in the network. So at the time, okay, at such situations, which node you have to choose? You have to choose the node which has the maximum degree. Okay, maximum degree. What is maximum degree? Degree is nothing but connectivity. For example, I have Maria is there. Okay, M is going to have, let me consider if it is a 500 nodes. This Maria alone have 300 uh, uh, edges, okay, 300 ties with other nodes in the network, just like this. Here, many nodes are there, which have been from with Maria. Okay, and then I will say this Joey, okay, is having 120 connections. 1, 2, 3, like this. I am saying 120 connections are there. You just imagine like that. Okay, and then Anna is having some 60 connections. So in this case, I want to spread a message M, okay, but the condition is I cannot go and send a message to all these 500 people. Instead, I can select one node, okay, which has the maximum number of degree, maximum connectivity, from which, okay, from this node, if I send a message, this message has been sent to this particular Maria, she will fast forward that particular message to that will cover maximum number of nodes in the network. Okay, so that is where we have the application of this degree concept. Degree is nothing but number of connectivity a node do have. So if I have an application of spreading some news or spreading some message or to forward some important documents, okay, I don't want to reach everyone in the network. Okay, that is abruptly, it is not a good idea also. Better, for example, if you all have to read some news, means either a news will come from your HOD or from your proctor or from your faculty from your post faculty. So which means the HOD has the highest degree. Okay, through the HOD, all the other BTech courses students can get some messages through one single hub node that is called as HOD, because she has the highest connectivity and reachability to to forward a message or to send a message. Okay, so we have to identify such a node where this degree plays a very vital role. Okay, so next thing is where this social network analysis can be used. Okay, the social network analysis have a multiple multi-dimensional contributions in different knowledge areas. In mathematics, we will say it as vertices and edges. In computer science or networks, we will say it as nodes and connections. In sociology, we will say it as actor and relationship type. In physics, chemical bond, okay, like we will say it as site and bond. Okay, so this way of contribution can be done with respect to a given graph G, vertices and edges. This vertex may be a node or connection, and connections, edges may be a connection, actor and relationship tie, site and bond. So this is where This one of the application is social network analysis, where the graph, okay, there is going to be a social graph, okay, with actor and ties. What is A? A for actor and T for ties. Okay, so this is how your social network analysis will work. Okay. So there are two different approaches. One is if you want to do some analysis on an individual, for example, I will take one of the celebrity or some of the cricketer in IPL, and if I'm doing some analysis on his network and the connectivities that he have through Twitter or Facebook, something like some Insta, like that, it is called as egocentric approach. Okay, individual analysis. Okay, I'm going to study the relation surrounding a given individual, that is personal network, if I look into it. Okay, that is called as egocentric approach. What is sociocentric approach? Okay, so I will randomly select and uh, uh, do some analysis on the interaction between the group of people, those who have interactions, those who have a good connectivity. Okay, that is called as sociocentric social network analysis approach. Okay, so with this two different, see this example, I'm having a group of people. Okay, group of people is there. I'll check this two people, or I will check this group of people, or I will check this group of people. In this way, I will do. That is called a sociocentric approach. Okay, egocentric approach means I will look into one person. This is the individual who is the ego. Okay, that means an individual is here represented as an ego. Okay, individual ego, or we will say this as a focal factor. Focal factor, which is being highlighted. Okay, and his connectivity and people who are in the connectivity between the straight connection between this particular person have some connectivity. Okay, that has also been studied. Okay, that is called as egocentric approach. Okay. So with this, what are the practical applications of the social network? Like collaboration networks. Okay, yeah, collaboration networks in the sense, this is one of an application where the actors of Hollywood movies, okay, if they have been acting on the same movie, if they have appeared in the same movie, that collaboration will be analyzed, okay, and in which movies they have acted together, and what are the places where some common people acted with these two people. That is also being studied. That is called as a collaboration network. Okay, so these are some of the examples of collaboration network. Okay, and then in academia, okay, we will see the networks of co-authorship. Okay, if for example, if there is a person X who has been co-authored with this two person, okay, and I have Y, he or he has been co-authored with these two people. These three people are going to get co-authored together. I have some people X, A. Okay, this is a new person who have been given coming into the collaboration. So this type of analysis, whether they have been collaborating with each other, okay, who have been co-authored one book, and they have been co-authored in a in some random circular fashion manner. Okay, they are having some co-authorship. Okay, so this is the first author, second author, third author of a book. Again, there is another book two. Okay, where this has been the first author, second author, and third author. And these two people are there. This is the new person who has been co-authored. Okay, so in this way, the collaborations that we have, for example, in your J component, in DBMS, you will be collaborating with A, B, C, D. Okay, this D is you are the person who been here. Okay, there is another J component subject. Okay, for example, we have computer networks here. Computer networks is there. There you are the same person who has collaborated with some other EM, N, and then A is also coming. So it means that you are collaborated with A already for DBMS project. The same person is coming with you for the J component in the computer networks also. Okay, so this is how. I just give a minute. Yeah, sorry for the interruption. So these are all some of the places where you can do some analysis. Now, as a faculty, I want to know, I want to analyze a student, okay, with whom the student is doing some J component project or or some collaborative projects, okay, together. I want to do some analysis over there. There, I can find this is the person A who will come into the first in the first place because he has already collaborated with you for the DBMS J component and also for the computer networks J component. Okay, and there is another subject. I'll just tell you. Okay, I have some object-oriented programming and design. Some subject is there. Okay, now I'm going to say it out like same A is there. Okay, like M, N, P. Okay, some person is there. So A is been collaborating with M, N, P. Okay, I do have. And C already have collaborated with M. He has collaborated because C has collaborated with M and N also collaborated with it. So this is how your network graph will be created. So if I want to do some analysis over here, A is going to be a person, okay, who is connecting C and P. Okay, A is going to the person who is connecting C and P, and already C is connected with M and N. So we can say these group of people are one small group which we can form, okay, which we can do the analysis over the network, and we are inferring that C and A are collaborating with some J component, where C and M and N is collaborating with another J component, where A is collaborating with M and N, who is a friend of C. Okay, so in this way, the collaborations can be inferred and we can create some group of people to verify their collaboration on or to analyze some collaboration. Okay, if we look into the
Ma'am,
friendship networks.
ma'am, you
Yes.
have to remind you at 10:20.
Yes. Okay. Okay. Thanks. Thank you. Thanks, Karthik. So I will complete it here. Okay. If we look into friendship networks, up to your high school, up to your higher secondary school, okay, HSS, higher secondary school, you'll be having some group of people, G1. Okay, group of friends are there, networks is there. When you're doing your BTech, you'll be having some group of people will be there. Okay, and if you're going into an internship, for example, I'm saying if you're going into some internship, there you will find some group of people over there. And if you're looking, if you go get a job, okay, there will be you'll be having some group of people. Okay, so when a person is being in progress with his entire life, he will be progressing and he will be facing and having interaction and connectivity between many people at every stage of life. Even if we look into this BTech program, in A1 slot of a subject, you will be having some group of friends will be there. In B2 slot, if you are taking some subject, there will be some other group of friends you will be having. And then if you are looking into some C2 slot, some subjects you have taken. Even there may be some common friends who may take the same slot and with the same faculty. That may happen. So this type of networks of friendship ties or the connectivity that you have among the courses or some degrees, okay, MTech degree or a BTech degree, internship, job, okay. The connectivity and the ties can be analyzed, and we can identify some common pattern, okay, that a particular person or a group of people do have based on the friendship connectivity that they have in their high school, in their college, in their internship, in their job, something like that. Even some in some cases, what we have to is the people who studied with the BTech will be coming into our same company. They will get placed in the same job or same internship. So that means the common friends between your BTech internship and job, you'll be having a more number of common friends. Even if you're choosing your college, but your same friend is studying, then it is quite a common scenario there. You'll be having many common people in your network connectivity, where some people will come throughout your entire part of your career and personal life and friendship circle. Okay, so this type of analysis, why even if I look into if I give you a small homework like that, okay, you look into your Facebook, okay, you'll just look into your Facebook uh, account, okay, you see how many people are there in your that you have in your higher secondary school, and how many people that you have in your BTech. Okay, this is your professional, and there will be some set of people who comes with the family. You identify who is the top 5 people with whom you are still having some frequent communication in the sense you are sending messages through Facebook, you're sharing their post, you're liking their post. Okay, based on the interaction that you have, find the top 5 people that you have been in constant touch with. Still, there some many friends that you have in Facebook, or passively you will be in connection. That means just in a while, 6 months or twice in a year, or very rarely you'll be having some kind of some interaction with them. Other than that, you'll be having some people. You identify those people. Okay, 5 people that you have, or even in family, you'll be finding some people with whom you are going to have some interaction over this social network. Okay, do some analysis over there. Okay, so you just go through this, and you can discuss about the social network analysis in the upcoming classes. Okay, so now, dear students, just give me a minute. I will quickly open the questions. Okay. I hope the class average is very good in the subject. I'm taking some three courses in parallel, like computer architecture, DBMS, and this web mining. And comparing with all other slots, I felt this web mining students have done taken the exams and did their uh, maximum students have given a good result. I think the class average has almost 21, I think 20, 21, 20, yeah, 90, 90, 90. Okay. I think I don't want to give you much thing on this. Anyhow, I will just tell you what I was expecting, and you try to just fine tune your answers from the next time. Okay. So this was the question. I think this will be new for some people, because everyone got some different questions. You may got one of the question. Okay. So see this example, like John is visiting some website. John identifies several spamming links, unwanted pop-ups, links that deface the hosting server. As a web mining expert, how would you solve the problem of spamming? Okay. So this type of spamming, you can think about spider traps. You can see some spamming websites, spamming links may redirect to you to some other web pages. Okay. So can anyone tell me what was the answer you have given? What we can do for avoiding this problem of spamming? Yes, I could see some students. I have expected the same thing. Always go to the web pages that they have with this HTTPS. Okay, that is secured hypertext protocol links we have to always visit. And also, if there is unwanted pop-ups or ads, take your web browser to stop. Okay, you just deactivate. deactivate or disable the pop-ups pop or ads that they will arise. Okay, that can control the spamming is. And then if you felt like your browser is redirecting or it is directing to some other web pages, just simply make use of some of your antivirus settings. Okay, set settings for your particular browser, not to any untrusted links. Okay, that you can do, that you can give. This is generically I have given. Okay, in general I have given. And also we have to secure the device. Okay, whatever the device may be, with some security tools. Okay,
Ma'am,
security tool is.
can we write something about the web server part as well on this?
What sort of part you have written?
I have written about how web server might be compromised, the vulnerabilities and the attacks on the web server part,
The web
and how we
server.
can fix that.
Server. Okay, he has given some answer like this. Through the web servers, how this vulnerability can be, we can avoid that. Okay,
Yeah,
that's
it's how it can be a problem.
so always remember there will be some questions in your that you can see like some general thing only I would have asked. Okay, you don't want to think.